Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Paul Oman is with a group out there helping individuals with mergers, acquisitions, and more. Oh, my. He's been on the program before, did a great job, so we asked him back for an encore. He is with BOI Consulting, and welcome to the program.
Thank you, Kevin.
Hey, real quickly, kind of give us your elevator speech. Tell us what you're all about. But pretend it's a relatively new elevator rather than one made in the early 20th century and takes, a long period of time from going to
So it goes quick. I got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, basically, we're kind of outsourced CFOs and consultants. So we come in, help with CFO work, controller work. My background specifically is in mergers and acquisitions, financial due diligence, growth strategies, negotiations, and deal structuring. So that's kind of what we do. That's and that's what I love to do. So.
Yes, I hear your enthusiasm. That's always good. So tell me a little bit about the history of the company. How long have you guys been doing it? How many are there of you?
Our firm currently employs 8 people. And we've been around since 2008. I started my career with Ernst & Young, and then also worked for FTI Consulting, so a couple of big consulting companies. We typically try to target companies who are a little bit on the smaller side, taking some of that big consulting experience and bringing it down to a market that's underserved a lot of times.
So I'm thinking with the baby boomers being like they are, you guys, at that point of trying to get out of business, transition their business, and that type of thing. I've heard it called the $10 trillion opportunity. I'm sure you've probably even read the book of that title or have seen it. I'm assuming that's a big part of what you're involved in is the transition of the baby boomers.
You're absolutely right. It definitely is. And one of the reasons I'm involved in it is more than just, to make a dollar. A lot of these baby boomers, my father's one of them who has, spent his life building a business. And, he wants to see that business live longer than he does potentially, and take care of the employees and the customers and the different things that, he's built that. And it's something that he wants to see continue. Plus, it basically is his retirement package. So how that handoff gets made will either make or break his retirement years. So it's important.
Yeah, tell me a little bit give me a profile of the companies you work with.
Well, I'll give you one of the ones on the smaller end, just because it's fresh on my mind. There was a small machine shop here in Houston, and the gentleman who owned it was longtime ex-Army, served overseas and started a machine shop when he got back. And he didn't even really graduate high school, but his machine shop. We were able to help him to sell that, and he now is retired, living on a ranch in North Texas, and we were able to help him do that. The machine shop had some what we call in industry some hair on it from the standpoint of the numbers and the accounting processes and things, but we were able to help him get himself organized and in a place where he could sell, find a buyer, negotiate, and get through a successful transaction, and the buyer's pleased with the deal as well. So it really worked out for everyone.
Yeah, that's cool. It's interesting to hear stories like that. I'm sure they're not only financially profitable, but kind of heartwarming as well to know that there's that peace of mind of people being able to pass something so important to them on to others.
Yeah, and I'm a kind of guy that, I have to have my heart in what I'm doing, or else I can't really do it day to day. And those kinds of things, they put that heart in it for me, and that's why I do what I do. I really enjoy it, and it's easy to enjoy because of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell me a little bit about the types of people that are industries. You have certain industries that are interested in your services. Do you have a sweet spot, I guess is what I'm looking for.
Well, we do a lot with manufacturing companies. We do a lot with oil field service. Being here in Houston, We do a lot of that kind of work. But probably manufacturing, oilfield services, and logistics companies are probably more of our sweet spot. We target a lot more by size typically, so we're able to do our best work with companies that are in the 25 to maybe 75 million in revenue range. That's kind of a sweet spot for us from the standpoint of size. Almost doesn't really matter too much the industry. Some are easier than others to sell, but those are the kinds of things that I talk to the business owners about when we sit down and meet. Is how does their particular situation look from the standpoint of trying to market their business and get it out there and get a successful transaction done.
Yeah. What does your team look like? I mean, what is your actual background?
My background, I'm an accountant, a CPA. I grew up through the audit world at Ernst & Young, and then I transitioned over to their mergers and acquisitions group. I believe firmly that public accounting is a great training ground for this type of work because really you talk through the business by the numbers. You can use the numbers and the trends and those sorts of things to explain what's going on in the business and help you tell a story. And that's at the end of the day what it's all about, is trying to tell a story for a buyer about a business and why they should want it or why it would be a good deal for them, a good transaction for them. And that's what we try to do using the numbers and the quantitative analysis. The other thing about it is that those numbers they don't lie. As long as you put the numbers that are real on the page, they're going to tell you the story.
Yeah. That's good. Tell me. So I'm assuming part of your staff is support. How many of your people are just in the consulting side?
We have 4 people that are just in the consulting side right now, and we have a couple of people who are tax professionals, and then we have a couple of support staff. Yeah.
It's amazing. Of course, nowadays with all the technology and that, support staff is less and less required. We can do so much ourselves. And so, yeah, it's really cool. Well, very interesting. I want to encourage people to get more information. I don't care where you are. You may be years away of thinking about retiring, but you want to plan. Frankly, your body might have different plans for you, and you not even realize that. And so having all this planned out in advance makes your life so much more manageable and really makes your life much less stressful as well. BOI Consulting is the name of the organization, and that's BarryOman.com. That's BarryOman.com, BerryOman.com. And really enjoyed having you on. I appreciate you spending time with us, Paul.
No problem. Thanks, Kevin.
All right. When we come back, we're going to have more for you. I want to remind you the best content here shows up over there at priceofbusiness.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.